Hi, I'm James. I'm a CF warrior and I'm 26 years old. I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when I was 2 days old. I actually came out and told all my friends that I had cystic fibrosis a year ago because I realized that I wasn't scared anymore. I wasn't embarrassed by having the disease anymore, and I wanted to raise awareness and give hope for people that had the disease and that had the same problems that I have. The thing I most found challenging as a child with cystic fibrosis was fitting in with other kids, trying to hide, taking enzymes every day, doing my treatments, fitting in as a normal child, running around during recess and not coughing, people asking me why I was coughing all the time, just pretty much overall fitting in with everybody else. I grew up playing sports. When I was young, most of the doctors told me that I really couldn't play sports because of my condition. So I took it as a challenge because that's just the way I am. I'm very stubborn. I take things as challenges. So I actually was in sports from when I could walk pretty much. I played soccer my entire life up till high school. So I realized nutrition and fitness was important, obviously, when I was playing sports. But when I turned about 17, I started actually lifting weights in the gym and gaining muscle because it was really hard for me to gain weight. As we know, with cystic fibrosis, it's really tough to gain muscle mass or gain weight, keep weight on. So it took me a long time to be able to figure out how to gain weight with my condition. Fitness and nutrition, I think, has helped me stay alive. It's kept me mentally focused. It's kept me physically able to do things that everybody else does. It's literally, I think that if you have cystic fibrosis and you're not working out, eating right, doing things that are healthy for you, I think you're making a huge mistake just because of what we have. We already have so many things that go against us. We have to be able to be fit, be healthy, just to stay. You want to live a long, healthy life, and fitness and nutrition, they just add years to your life no matter what. So I realized that fitness and nutrition is huge. It's a huge part of my life. It's my everyday. I preach it, I do it myself. So I think that it's helped me stay healthy, and it's helped me live the life that I live now. The advice I have for parents with young kids with cystic fibrosis is get them in something active when they're young. Start with natural supplementation, get them into juicing and eating healthy foods, because now you have to start when you're young so that when you're my age and older, you can expand your lifespan, I guess. You can live a longer, healthier life. The things that we do when we're younger, they trickle up to the things when we're older. So if we don't take care of ourselves when we're young, when we get old, we're gonna start having issues. We already have issues with cystic fibrosis when we're young. So I think that we need to do everything that we can health-wise to be able to help ourselves in the future. Being a trainer has enabled me to give back to the CF community because people look at me for motivation, they look at me for hope. And for me to be able to give back to them and show them, like, hey, listen, just because you have cystic fibrosis doesn't mean you can't lift weights, doesn't mean you can't run, doesn't mean you can't do a pull-up or a push-up. So that's why I wanted to give people hope to be able to gain and get to the goals they want to get to. I go to the gym so I'm more confident in my job. I go to the gym so I have more energy to work throughout the day if I have tons of clients. If I didn't and I was overweight and I ate like bad, I wouldn't have the energy to be able to overall overcome my whole day. Like with what I have going on, it drains me all day long, the coughing and all that stuff. So not being able to have that energy, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Struggles that I have today to maintain my regimen is obviously I have to do all my therapies before I even wake up and train other clients. So let's say I have a client at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have to get up an hour early to do my vest, to do my treatments, to do my albuterol, my pulmozyme, and I have to cough out all the mucus that's in my lungs so that I'm not coughing the entire time I'm with the client. So the regimen that I have to do before is kind of like a workout in its own. I have to kind of get up, push through that, crawl myself out of bed, cough out all the mucus that's sitting in my lungs, and then I go out and I motivate other people to work out and get healthy instantly right after that. So I go from fighting a disease early in the morning to, as soon as I walk out of my door, I have to change my mindset because I go from a struggle to motivating other people instantly and giving them energy to bring themselves back up. I have a lot of goals. The next goal for me, I want to be one of the biggest advocates for cystic fibrosis. I want to be able to show people how I overcome this challenge every single day. I want to eventually have my own gym, and I eventually want to have just a channel that trains people with cystic fibrosis online, and they can all kind of join the channel and see my workouts and see how I go through my daily regimens. And I want to have it specific for each person. I also want to have a TV show just about cystic fibrosis. I've thought about doing that for a long time, of just episodes of different people's stories, because everybody's stories is so different, and just the challenges they overcome, and I think people would be really interested in bringing awareness to the disease, because I think that a lot of people don't know about it. Words of wisdom that I live by are never back down from a challenge, because every day is a challenge with cystic fibrosis. And I feel like once you get defeated by cystic fibrosis mentally, I think that everything else starts to come into play. I'm the type of person that I haven't let the disease defeat me. It's tried multiple times throughout my life where I've just been like, wow, this is terrible. I can't handle this, or this is, you know, and then I motivate myself. And I think that mentally you cannot be strong. You can't be strong physically unless you have a mentally strong brain, mentally strong mind. So I keep myself mentally strong with vitamins, working out, good music, good motivational podcasts, books, having faith, knowing that everybody has a certain path that they have to be on, and don't freak yourself out because you're right where you're supposed to be.